welcome to Exalted Spotlight, where we shine a light on the incredible journey of learners who have taken the step to upskill and unlock new possibilities in the tech world. So today I'm joined by Anil, a learner from MBA in Cybersecurity program at Exalted Academy. So Anil, once again, welcome to Exalted Spotlight. To begin, can you share a bit about your background and your professional journey before joining in the MBA in cybersecurity, and what first sparked your interest in cybersecurity as a career focus?
First of all, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here and I'm excited to be sharing my journey. So I come from an IT and network and security background where I have spent several years in role that exposed me to a growing importance of security. I spent, several years working in IT network and, telecom infra, tech support or compliance, in various roles and various projects. Over the time, I found myself drawn more and more towards security challenges, whether it was securing endpoints, managing access control, or just understanding how threats evolved. The curiosity combined with the growing importance of cybersecurity across every industries. Means you name any industry, it is there. It is what led to pursue the MBA. I want to build not just technical skills, but a strategic understanding of how security fits into a bigger business picture or basically any organization.
Yeah. Okay, that's great to hear from your side. So, why an MBA in cybersecurity? Like, what inspired you to pursue an MBA in cybersecurity, especially rather than a purely technical certification? How do you see the combination of business management and cybersecurity expertise supporting your career goals?
Yeah, sure. So see, my interest in cybersecurity started when I began, reading about real world breaches and security incidents across the globe. The
Hmm?
more I dug into them, the more I realized how complex and layered the threats really are. For something as simple as misconfigured, small rules in firewall to advanced social engineering, thing. That curiosity led me to explore areas like threat modeling, vulnerability assessment, or any secure architects which can be built across. So I came to see that cybersecurity isn't just an IT responsibility. It's basically a constantly evolving ecosystems that require both defensive and offensive strategies. What sparked my interest was seeing just how much business rely on secure system and how vulnerable they can be without the right strategy. So I realized the critical importance of integrating security practices with business strategy. That is a challenge what drew me into this MBA in cybersecurity. When about my inspiration to pursue means comparing to technical certifications, while technical certifications are important, I wanted something that would not only sharpen my cyber skills but also equipped with leadership, strategic thinking, and risk management capabilities. So an MBA in cybersecurity bridged that gaps. So that is a blend of tech depth and business insight. So I want to be more than technical know-how. I want to understand the business side, how cybersecurity connects with leadership, risks, and strategy. The MBA gave me that big picture view.
Okay, that's really great to hear from your side that you are more into cybersecurity, like management with the technical knowledge. So
Yeah.
choosing Exaltes Academy, there are many programs available. What made you choose Exaltes Academy for your MBA? And were there any particular feature like the 100% online format, global accreditation, or mentorship that help you to decide?
So, Zetlis stood out of its international approach, what I felt strong academic structure and real world orientation. The reputation for nurturing leadership ready professional in a practical environment made a huge impression on me. So that made the decision easy for me in this case.
Okay. So the next question for you, Anil, is learning experience. What were some of the modules or topics that you found most engaging or impactful during the program? And how did you balance studying for an MBA with your professional and personal responsibilities?
So, there are many models which I went through, but especially the models on risk management, threat intelligence, and governance really stood out to me. They weren't just about theory. They showed me how this concept played out in a real business scenarios. I shifted my mindset. I stopped thinking just in terms of fixing any issues. I started thinking more strategically about how to prevent problems in real world, manage risks, align security with business goal. That change in perspective was big takeaway for me from this learning experience.
Okay. So, the next question for you is capstone and applied learning. Did you work on a project, case study, or capstone that was especially challenging or rewarding? How did you applying cybersecurity principle in real world scenarios help build your confidence?
Yes, I worked on a project where I, built a cyber resiliency framework for mid-sized financial arm. So it pushed me to think more like a security leader, where I have to identify gaps, design practical controls, and making sure everything is aligned with business goal and risk appetite. It was challenging, no doubt, but also one of the most rewarding, part of the program. It pulled everything I learned into one real world scenarios. So that's make a really huge difference. Applying what I learn in real world scenarios shows me theory alone isn't enough. You must know how to respond, when things get complex or high risks. Those simulation push me to make a decision, think on my feet, consider both technical and business impact aspects. It really boosted my confidence. I didn't just feel like a student. I really ready to step means I felt ready to step in a leadership role already.
Okay, that's really great. So, the next question for you is professional impact. Have you started applying your MBA learning in your current role or professional project? How has the program changed the way you think about leadership, risk management, or organizational security?
Yes, almost immediately. One of the biggest change was how I started viewing problems through both a security and business lens. So, if you say it's no longer just about fixing issues, as I mentioned earlier, but understanding the broader impact on operations, compliance, and strategy. That mind shift has completely changed now. How I approach basically any problem and make decision. My perspective on risks and governance is much more mature now with the help of this program. The program really, changed the way I see things. Basically, I see the things. I used to approach cybersecurity from a purely technical angle, but now I'm thinking it from a business, first perspective. I came to see security as a key driver of trust, continuity, and reputations. Not just something reactive about it. It's about enabling the business, not slowing it down. That shift in thinking has reshaped how I approach leadership and risk management in my work.
Okay. So, what was your experience like interacting with faculty, mentors, and peers in the program? Did you feel supported throughout your learning journey?
Yeah, it was a supportive and collaborative environment. I never felt that I was going through it alone. The mentors brought a lot of real world insight that helped me refine my career direction, tackle challenges more, clearly. Faculty was, approachable and brought, practical experience into the sessions, which made the learning more relevant. And the peer discussion was just as valuable. Hearing different perspectives from the people across industries really broadened my thinking. And from the way the program was structured, how accessible and to how accessible the mentors and faculty were, that was a really sense of community, and that made a big difference. It felt I was a part of something committed and purposeful, not just going through any online regular courses.
Okay. So the road ahead now that you have completed your MBA, what are your next goals? And are you planning for the certification, leadership roles, or exploring new sectors? And is there a particular area of cybersecurity you are most passionate about being forward?
Yeah, I'm now aiming for leadership roles where I can, help shape and drive security strategy at any higher level or in particular in any organizations. To build what I have learned, I'm also exploring advanced certification like CISSP, and recently have taken a next big step where I currently pursuing a doctorate in IT digital transformations. My goal is to bridge this leadership, cybersecurity, and innovation to help organizations evolve securely in digital age. So, if you see cybersecurity, cyber risk strategy and regulatory compliance really stand out to me because they sit at the intersection of business and security. It is where I need to think for a bigger picture how security supports trust, continuity, long-term resiliency. I'm also very excited about AI and cloud security. That is where a lot of innovation is happening right now. But also where the risks are rapidly evolving, staying ahead in those areas feel both challenging and meaningful.
Okay. So the last question for you, what advice would you give to someone who is considering pursuing an MBA in cybersecurity but is not sure what to start? Any message you would like to like to share with the Exaltius community or those thinking about upskilling?
I like to say start by asking yourself what kind of impact you want to make. If you're looking to move beyond just doing technical work, step into a leadership role where you are making strategic decision and driving change. MBA in cybersecurity can be a game changer. It is not just about gaining skills; it's about shifting mindset. For me, it was a life-changing step that opened new ways of thinking, both from business and security perspective. At the last, just a big thank you to for the Zetless community for the support, insight, and the opportunity along the way. To anyone thinking about upskilling, go for it. Cybersecurity no longer is no longer a nice to have. It's a fundamental. The world needs more strategic, forward-thinking leader in this space. And Zetless gave me this edge I needed to level up. If you're serious about your future, proofing your career, this is a step worth taking. Keep learning, keep evolving, and this is how we stay ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anil. Thank you so much for giving your time and thank you so much for joining this Exalted Spotlight session. And apart from that, thank you so much again for like giving your reviews on our program.
Thank you so much. It's pleasure basically working with Zetless on this program.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.